I'm not going to be on camera simply because I have run out of paper today when I was trying to get projects ready for tonight and had to make a store run. And so I did not get hair and makeup, and I did not get my craft room cleaned up behind me. Hey, Sue. Hey, Kathy. So I'm not going on camera because I think I figured out my Halloween costume this year. I'm going as my craft room because that'll scare the bejeebies out of anybody right now. I mean, it's bad. It's really bad. The paper was flying this weekend. So, hey, Gerald. Just checking out and getting everybody ready to get their winter chicken dinner numbers before we go live. We got about 6 minutes still before people start getting in. I guess they would have gotten here a little bit faster if I'd have hit the streaming button, but I did not. Does the buffering seem better to you guys tonight? I made a change, and I think it may have helped. Hi, Vicki. Hi, Deborah. Hey, Sue. Yay. Well, Sue, if you disappear, I'll know that you had your appointment, but you can watch the playback. Hi, Joan. Yeah, I'm not getting any flashing on my OBS, so it's staying a steady green. So hopefully we're okay. It's a little out of focus. Don't know why. That might be your computer screen. Oh, wait, it might be a little bit out of focus because I did make that adjustment. Hopefully it'll clear up when I go to the project camera. Hi, Liz. You're good, Joan? Great. So, lots of projects this week, guys. I'm going to switch over and just kind of cover a few things that I've loaded up for you guys. If you are a under 5 Patreon, you got several new files this week. And I haven't even announced it yet, but I did do a cup, and you guys saw the cup that had the straw with it, but I also did one with no straw, but it also has no window. And so you guys got that box. The exclusives, $5 and up Patreons, got the one with the straw and a window. So those are the only differences between the two, but you both got tumblers, boxes for the tumblers. Hey, Barb. Hey, Claudia. So that's let's just go ahead and do the design files for what that you got this week. If you're Patreons, you got the large tumbler box. I redid for somebody the coffee mug box that had the corner window in it. I made another one from that and took out the corner window and put in a front window on it. And I think she told me that one of the tabs showed about 1/4 inch in the window. So you can either make the window a little bit smaller, but I trimmed off the tab, and I think I trimmed the right one. She didn't tell me which one it was, so I guessed. So if there's still a problem with it, if anybody makes that and you have to trim off 1/4 of it, please note which tab it is so that I can fix that. Hey, Tabitha. Tonight we're going to cover this one. This is the great big huge jumbo sweater box, jacket box, quilt box. This box, if you put it together, and I'm going to show that to you here on camera a little bit, and just fill up the bottom, then it is 5 inches high. If you have something that's taller than the base of the box, no big deal. The top still goes on there. You may need a ribbon if you go too high with it, but you can extend this box up to about 8 inches. So, you guys got that box. Somebody requested a box for cards, just a basic box. So I made one of those without any handles, without fancy, without being like the little purse types and things like that. It's just a basic box. It's a 6 by 8 by 1.5. So you guys got that this week. Hi, Ivy. You got that one. And the napkin card was last week. So you guys got 4 new files this week if you are a $5 or under Patreon. $5 over Patreons, you got all of those files. And this one I haven't done yet. I was working on it, and then Sue C., our moderator, was wanting one. And this one is Stampin' Up! Inspired. So I created a Design Space version of that because I'm like some of the others. I didn't want to spend $50 for stamps and dies because right now I'm trying to put money back for Christmas, and I just didn't want to put that money out for that. So I will be making that card this week. Probably I will post it. I'm going to try to make it tonight or tomorrow. Depends on Design Space. Don't forget, guys, Design Space is going down at 10 p.m. Mountain Time tonight. That's 11 Central, midnight Eastern, and 9 Pacific. You won't have Design Space for a couple of hours. Okay? Hi, Vicki. I'm spoiling you. Well, that's the point. I'm trying to put out new files for you guys so you don't have... I mean, some of you guys are new and some of you haven't seen the files from last year or the year before or anything. So I want to be sure that you guys get fresh files as well as the old, because they're oldies but goodies and they can be revamped and you can use any paper and make them look different. You wonder what is in the works. There are things coming. You also are getting the quilt card, which we are putting together tonight. If you're an exclusive Patreon, you're getting that. If you're not, don't sweat it. It's a simple card, and you can lay this out yourself. It's pretty easy. When you see us put it together tonight, you'll know what to do to make your pattern. Because you can make the quilt card out of any quilt pattern that there is. So there are just gobs and gobs and gobs of versions of this card that can be done. And you got the 32-ounce large tumbler box with the straw. So you got both boxes, one with and one without. And the difference is the one with the straw is a little bit taller. I did shoot a video on it. The boxes go together the same. There's not any difference. So that box is there for you guys. You got both of them. I am putting the video together. I hope that my sound on it was okay. If not, I'm going to make the shorter one and reshoot the video. But I will get that video up either tonight or tomorrow. Hi, Sheila. Hey, Pamela. Hey, Claudia. So, you guys got 7 new files in 3-4 days. So, hey, Deborah. And this one I haven't put together yet, but it's coming. But it's pretty easy. I did put instruction in there, so it's going to be pretty easy. You should be able to put it together. If you've ever put together a slider card, you should have no problem. Okay? If you get stuck before I get my video done, just give me a shout in the Facebook groups and I will help you. So those are the 7 files you guys got. Just for those that just came in, you got the tumbler box with no straw, the coffee mug revamped, the sweater quilt box we're doing tonight, and the cards box. So, and this is what that barn door card looks like. Okay, and of course it's not going to slide on here. There's your wreath, there's your door, and your little handle, and your wheels at the top. But this will slide back and forth to reveal your sentiment and the front of your card. And I just put something in there just so you would know that it gets a sentiment on both sides. Okay, and a little wreath on the door. So, if you guys have any problem putting that together, let me know. I think it should be fine in the instructions. Anybody who does not have a winner chicken dinner number, We have about 12 minutes before cutoff. If you do not have a number, let me know. And let me undo that color because Claudia is eligible. Is it this week? Let me double check. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. 1, 2, 3. One more week, Claudia, and then you're eligible again. Did I count that right? No, I did not count. This is the 4th week. You are eligible. Let me take that out. Okay, everybody is eligible. It's this week. I was counting because this is the 4th week. You can't win twice in 4 weeks, and you only have one in the last 3. This one goes away. This will be the 4th week. You don't see your name, Tabitha? Let's see if we can fix that. Let's see. No, you don't have a number, Tabitha. It's not finding you on there. Which number did you want? Ivy, you want number 62? And let me put that one in the bucket. I have the bucket right here. And 62 is in. Kita, number 73. Ivy, you have 24. You keep your number unless I draw your number and you're not here. So you have 24. Thank you, Sue. Appreciate that. Kita has 73. 73 is in the bucket. 62 is out. Okay, done. Anybody else need a number? Hey, Karen. Karen snuck in on me there while I was peeking. One, two, down. I don't know why it did that, but let's. Just making sure I didn't miss anybody. Hey, Wanda. Hey, Bonnie. Okay, so let's get started. And also this week on projects, I'm going to come over to the project camera. We did hot mess canvases. I did them 2 ways. I did this one. This is Bob Marley. Some people feel the rain. Others just get wet. I did this one. And I did not use any Mod Podge, and I did not do a full coverage on it because I didn't want that on mine. So I found that the vinyl, it went on with a lot of fighting. My swear jar paid for the projects I did this week. But I finally got it on, and it peeled, and it didn't bleed, and I didn't have any issues with it. I did not use Mod Podge on this one. I did use Mod Podge on this one, and I had the exact same amount of fighting with my vinyl as I did with the other. However, on this one, I had some peeling issues when I peeled it up. The Mod Podge, this is the really good one. The Mod Podge started to peel off the canvas and peel my paint. That's Mod Podge under there. So those are the differences. It's a lot of work to get the vinyl to stick, but you can do it. You have to work with it. Hey, Donna. Hey, Kathy. So you're going to fight it. If you have small children in the house, find them something to do outside so that when the words start to fly, they won't have to hear them all. Because trust me, they're going to be there. Then we also did, and we're going to put this together, and this is the jumbo box that I was telling you guys about, and this is how it will extend up if you put something in it taller than what the base is. So you have a lot of wiggle room on this box, and I'm going to say you want it to be at least about 1 inch down, so I'm going to say that's about max right there for the depth. And then you can put a ribbon around it, of course. But this is expanding up to 8.5 inches. So, and it's 11.5 by 11.5 approximately. I mean, it says 11 point, I don't know, 5/8, 11 5/8. But that's probably because of the thickness of the cardstock. Because we know we can't cut above 11.5. But I stuck a pillow in here just to see if I could get that in there, and I could. It wouldn't go long ways, but if I put it up just a little bit, I could extend the box for it. I put a jacket in here, and it fit. An extra large jacket. So you could get a child's coat in here. You can get 2 or 3 of the fleece baby blankets. You could probably get 2 or 3 of those and some other things in here. You can get a towel set in here, be it the thin ones or the thick, heavy ones. You can get a set of towels in there. Just tons of things you can do. I'm pretty sure that a baby's quilt, maybe even 2, might fit in here. So, and we're going to put this together tonight. I'm going to show you how that goes together. Here's the cards box that I made. And I am going to, I don't want to make you guys seasick, but I'm fixing to move this camera so that we can get better shots. So this is the little cards box, and I did tighten up the little, this was my prototype. So you have a box for cards. I believe Brenda asked for that. So we got that for her. Yeah, we've all been able, hey, Marion, that's Buppy. Marion came in on me. We all have the smaller boxes, and we can kind of do those because we have our 12 by 12 mats or our 12 by 24. But when it gets into heavier stuff, the smaller boxes don't work. If we need to extend them, we have to go to 12 by 24 material, and the only material that I can find is in those sizes are vinyl, iron-on, and cardstock, which is only 80 pounds. You can't really get anything bigger than that. So, and here is the cut box. This is the one with the straw. I have not made the second one yet, and it's a little bit shorter. It does not have a window, but it goes together exactly the same. And I redid the lid. My first lid didn't fit. And then I had an afterthought. That disc that comes out for the lid to hold in there, I had to make that a little smaller. This is the prototype here, so everything doesn't fit as it's supposed to, but the one that you guys have, the file has been adjusted and it's ready to go. What did I use for the large box? I'm going to cover that in just a moment, Deborah. I'll show you. But the lid fits here, and this disc, I put the care instructions and attached it. It was an afterthought, so I added that to the file. So you can put your care instructions for the cup right on this scrap and cut everything and have it right all at one time. So you have everything you need without having to use another piece of paper. And then this will come out, and you have this insert that keeps this stable and holds the lid. The cup has a stabilizer, and this is one of the large ones, and I put epoxy on it, guys. And it fits down into the box, and then the straw also has a holder to keep that from wobbling. I put the straw hole through the front so that you can't see it through the window. If I put it back here in the back, there's a chance it could be seen. So I just put it right here in the front for you guys. And I am going to show you guys how that goes together. I do have the video in editing, and I will get it to you ASAP. Both boxes will go together identical, like I said. Have I been busy this week, guys? And another little fun project, and this was Kathy that asked for this. I did an umbrella. We did a Jingle Bell theme. And I hope I'm not going to have 7 years of bad luck. I'm not going to open it all the way, of course. But this one says Jingle All the Way. And I used the foil, the Cricut foil on it. And it says Jingle All the Way with some little music notes. And then a bell here at the end with some music notes. So, another little fun project. And that one is in the Cricut community for everybody. So, everybody has a little fun project that they can do this week. How fun is that? I just love that little umbrella. Okay, and I did not have time to monkey around this week, guys, but I did. I made a monkey. A little monkey. Okay, guys, I'm not going to make you sick, but I'm going to drop this camera down for you and readjust. Now that the big things are out of the way for the time being. My little monkey over there. Winter Chicken Dinner is going to get Hershey's Gold Bar. Cute and funny. I love monkeys. You're flooded in Pennsylvania? Yeah, I know. Everybody's getting lots of rain. And you're going, not only are you going to get that, but you're going to get your choice of the Bo Bunny Falling Leaves stamp. Last week, Bonnie chose the butterflies, so this one was left, so we have 2 more prizes to choose from, but you'll get one or the other and your candy bar for Winter Chicken Dinner. And Donna Metz, do you have a Winter Chicken Dinner number? I don't think that you do. Let me pull that chart up for Donna real quick, and then we're going to get into the projects. Are you still in there, Marion? Let's see. What was your number? Do you remember? Marion right here, 25. Real quick, Donna, your number. Donna Metz, did we lose her? $22, $31, $39, $41, $46, $48, $56, $57, $62, $71, and $74 are available, Donna, in case you're on a phone and it's too small to see. You can give me a number. Donna, there you go, 48. Okay, gotcha. And Winter Chicken Dinner is cut off for tonight. We have what we have. 48 is going into the bucket. And I will draw at some point tonight, and we will see who wins the prize. You must be present to win. Julie, 46. Okay. I'm going to add that because I was talking and did not pay attention to the time. 46. There it is. Is in the bucket. Okay. You have 62, Tabitha. Did I not put it down? Did it not save? I threw it in the bucket. No, Tabitha, you had, that's right. I apologize, guys. I got you. I took 62 to, it was Ivy that threw me off because Ivy was already in there and then we had to redo that. I'm just going to leave it like that. That's good enough. And let's save that. And I'm going to minimize it. Okay. This is the file that's coming. We are going to work on the box next. I used, and I'm going to suggest that for the base at least, you use a craft paper or a 100-pound cardstock, Basil or the craft board from Cricut. That's what you're going to need. On the one that I did, I used this craft cardstock and it was plenty heavy enough. Yeah, it's that's just about full. So you're going to need that for your box. It's going to cut in several mats, guys, because it's huge. This is a specialty box and not something you would cut for every gift that you do. But you're just going to fold all of the tabs on each one of these 4 pieces. Then you have these 2 square pieces. And then you have 4 of these. Everything else is decorative. And you don't have to have the decorative pieces. I did not cut them for tonight's box, just for time purposes. But I'm going to show you where they go, just in case. The pieces that I did not cut for the base are right here. These are your square, small square pieces. You're just going to fold them in half over this corner to finish this corner. And then your panels go over the top. Let me see if I can get you guys up here where this can be seen. It's such a large box that this is a little difficult. But you can see that the panels go on after that. So, very easy box to put together, guys. Really, it is. And I'm not going to completely put this together because of time purposes, and we'll move over to the quilt card. But you're just going to fold everything on its scores. And what you're going to do with these 4 pieces, this is the top and the, well, the bottom and the bottom inside. You're going to take these 4 pieces, and this tab is the bottom. Okay? Then you are going to take these pieces that have the pointed ends on them, and you are going to glue one side and make sure you get really good on the edges. And then you're going to line this up. And I found it easier to fold up my card like this and bring this in and line up that score right even with the edge and right even down here. And then press it down. You want to be able to fold both pieces without it being in the way and put it there. Okay? Then you're going to take your second piece and you're going to glue it right here. Right alongside of it, almost butted right up against it. You'll want to have room for it to bend, and you're going to glue that. And like I said, I'll run out of room before I can really get this whole box put together on camera for you guys. But you're going to do that with all 4 sections, okay? Once you have all 4 sections put together, I'm going to kind of fold this up and see if I can't get one more on there to show you the next step. You do all 4 sections like that, and before you join the two ends, you're going to fold all but one of these down. Of course, you can't do the last ones until you, and you'll see, I'm going to show you right now. You have to have these on both ends before you can fold that down. Just make sure you get these good and straight. You'll want to make sure that they're even back here, right here. Get them good and even. You want a nice tight corner. Trying to get this where you guys can see it because it's so large. I'm just going to run a dab here of glue. Doesn't matter if I get off on there because it's not going to hurt anything. So we're just going to pretend I have all four of them lined up now and all of them are together. Once you have both of these, let me see if I bumped my camera. Is that better, guys? Sorry about that. The box bumped the little camera. So once you have all four together, you're going to have one end that only has half of it covered. Okay? And you get to the end. It's going to look like this, which means the other end is going to join there, just like any other box. Okay? Once you have, I'm stuck down really good before I go any further. I've got a clog or something. You just want to get this piece glued down really good, especially down at the edge. Okay? And I found that if I used my applicator tool and rolled it, it really helped distribute the glue and get it nice and flat. So you're going to do that except on the last, once you put this last fourth piece on, then you can do this one as well. The two end ones will not be folded until you get these two glued together at the end. Once you've done that, you're just going to fold it up. We're going to pretend I've got all four here. It's going to be folded up like this, keeping it square. Make sure you put that fourth piece in there. We're going to pretend. And then you're going to put this piece in, squaring the box up and getting it nice and tight. Okay? That's going to create the base. Once you have that in and they're glued to those four tabs, let it dry. You want to make sure that you flip it over and that it's all in place and that everything is dried and it's glued down. And then you're going to take this piece and place it over the bottom. Your box should be square and it should fit on there perfectly. Okay? And it will sturdy up. Trust me, it will. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Rashonda. Rashonda, I sent you a message. You won the $25 gift card last week, but you haven't claimed it yet. I need to know which gift card you want so I can send that to you. So once you have that on, that completes the bottom, except for putting right here those four corner pieces and your panels. That's all there is to the bottom of this box. And it will end up looking just like this. Okay. Make sure you guys can see that corner. These are where the small corner pieces go, and then you put on your panels. And that completes the bottom. The top, if you're using a heavy cardstock, this is some Anna Griffin. It's the exact same thing, guys. You're going to put this piece, this shape like this, right in position, just like you did the base. You're going to connect all four pieces, And then you're going to fold these over and glue them. And then this becomes the inside of the top. So the first thing you want to do is, after you've got your 4 pieces put together, put in your frame. So if you're using the window frames, like I said, that it goes together identical, except the only thing that you want to watch for, let me show you here. You have 2 pieces with a hole in it. Those are your side pieces. You need to make sure that they are in the number 1 and the number 3 spot, and then the solid piece number 4. That's the only difference in putting it together from the base. Only difference. Hey, Princess. Disa. Yeah, this box, cutting it takes longer than putting it together, honestly, guys, because it's so big that you can only cut 1 piece per mat. So that's honestly the longest part is cutting. It goes together in minutes. I'm serious, minutes. So after you've glued your lid, whatever, if you're using the one with the window, then you're going to put this frame piece in first. If it's solid, you're just going to put your solid piece. Then you're going to flip it over. If you have the window, you're going to put your acetate down, and then you're going to put your top piece down. And I did cut 2 pieces when I did the flower in here, because I wanted to cover any glue that I put on the inside to hold that down, because I don't like this to flop. I like it to be stuck. I don't want to be able to get up under it. So, and that's why I just duplicated it. So if you put something in, let me switch over and show you so that you guys will understand what I'm talking about. If you put, here's the one that I did here, and there are 2. I am going to there's the top decorative piece. There are 2. This one has 2. And then the light colored are your acetates. If you put something in this window, just duplicate it. Okay? And then you can stack it. If it's a patterned paper, you'll want to mirror one. So if I'm cutting this out of a patterned paper like this green, I am going to flip it horizontal. That way when I flip that paper over for the pretty side, I can put it there. Otherwise, you're going to have to remember to flip your paper over pretty side down, like you would HTV. Okay? So, and then this is the one that I did. If you've got just the 2 solid panels, you're going to do a solid panel. After you put this together, your solid panel, just like you did the base. Flip it over, put your solid panel, and then you can put your decorative piece on top. So that's what this lid is. So all the panels are there for whichever lid option you choose. I gave you 3 so that you would be able to do these like we did the Christmas boxes. If you want to put names in there, or Merry Christmas, or you want to put a snowman in that window, then you have that option, and it's just as versatile as that smaller box, except you can actually get some good stuff in these. And that's all there is. And then you finish up the edges identical to the base. Put your square small pieces on these, and make sure that you get them even, guys, because they do not go all the way corner to corner. You can stretch them and go corner to corner if you want to, but I made them the same height as my panels so that it would help me line my panels up from one side to the other. 2 of the panels are notched. I forgot to notch it when I did this mock-up, but the file, as you can see, has the notched one right here. So you have a notch cut in yours. And then that base will fit right over, and that's the height for anything that's in base, but you also have the option to extend this box if you have something taller in it. So you can extend this out to about 8.5 inches. All right. Anybody have any questions on the box? Rashonda, yes, if you group everything, Make sure that you group everything. It's going to be, and this is the way I do it. I select all, I align, center, and then if you want to make it smaller, because you cannot go any bigger unless you're going to go with larger paper, which we can't find sturdy enough paper for larger. The 12 by 24 cardstock from Cricut, when you go large like this, it just isn't sturdy enough. If you put something in it and you try to hand it to somebody, it's going to flop over. So you want to use poster board, craft cardstock, and that's why I did the fold over at sides, guys, and made it so big like that. Is to give it the sturdiness that you're going to need. Okay, so that's why these are so big, and they take up a whole sheet of paper for each side. And it sounds like a lot, but if you use the brown cardstock, I really love it for bases of boxes. If you have to have white, then the craft board. The craft board also comes in black. It comes in the craft color too. So that works. If you want to go different from that, the poster board will work. And poster board can be bought in a little bit bigger sizes too. So you can probably get, if you cut your poster board down, if you're using like poster board for school projects, if you cut it down to 12-inch widths, 12 by 24, you can get 2 on a mat. So I love the Cricut craft board too. Like I said, these were my mock-ups, and I just wanted to make sure that all the changes I made were working, and they were. So I didn't want to use expensive paper. When I cut the base and saw that it worked, I went ahead and cut this top because I'm going to make a box with a white base to go with this and a Griffin paper. So, I mean, I would not make the base out of this because it's going to get heavy. But your top, you most certainly can go with the lighter paper. You don't have to go heavy for the top, guys. But you want that base to be heavy. Okay? If anybody gets stuck or you have any questions on putting this box together, please, please, please just message me or come to the groups, and I will help you out. But yeah, you can use paper like this for your top. No problem whatsoever. I have to put this together. I'm just going to recut the base in white. I might just leave it as the brown craft paper. Okay. Next, the quilt card. And guys, I cut this out of one sheet of 12 by 12 paper and 2 pieces of this 4 by 6. So this card can be cut out of minimal paper. It's a quilt, so you can use your scraps. Honestly. Right? But right now this is on sale at Hobby Lobby, and I have no problem cutting it, guys. Some people say that they can't cut the Paper Studio, but I used intricate cuts for the tiny pieces, like this button, and that with the little eyelets on them, and I didn't have any issue whatsoever. So you can cut this, but you're going to cut all your little squares, and then I embossed mine to give it that quilt look. And the folder I used was the Cuttlebug, Cricut Cuttlebug. This is, I'm trying to find the name on here. I don't see the name. Jamie, do you know what the name of this one is? Kind of looked like a quilt to me, so I'm not really sure. Some of them have the names on them and some don't. This one doesn't. Or I cut it off. I must have cut it off. But anyway, let's see, right here. Geometric rings. There we go. I forgot it's on the folder itself. Hi, Barb. Geometric rings. Hi, Nancy. So that is going to give you a little bit of the quilt look. Some of you may have been lucky enough when I did a clearance on my site. Yeah, I forgot it was there. And you may have got the quilting embossing folder. Perfect for this. Perfect. But I embossed my papers, and then I cut everything, and then this is my base, and then we're going to put, I put a score line on this panel, guys, to help you line up your quilting pieces for this card. And like I said, if you have a quilt pattern, you can recreate it in Design Space for any quilt pattern. You just need to make sure that it fits in your square. And this is 16 squares, 1.25, I believe. Let's see. Lots of groups on this one so that I could line it up. They are 1.25, so 16 squares, 1.25, and you can change up your pattern and slice these up the way that you need to, okay? So these are already sliced for you and put in to the frame. And for anybody that needs to know, the card is 5.225 on that panel by 5304. Don't ask me why. It was supposed to be a 1/4 inch short, so it's supposed to be 525 all the way around. I must have bumped it at some point, but we're going to see if it works. If it doesn't, I will adjust the file for you guys before you cut it. Okay, Rashonda, congratulations on your win for the $25 gift card. Just let me know which electronic gift card you want, and I'll get that out to you tonight. All right, so I'm going to set my little decorative pieces aside. Don't need those yet. And you're going to start with the 4 squares, the 4 full squares. Let me transition back over. I forgot to go back to the project camera. Okay, so you're going to start, and like I said, I put a score line on there so that it would help you line these up and get them even, because this is the start and this is where it matters. All 4 corners. And I'm hoping that this comes out without adjustment, guys. This is my mock-up, the test, and that's why I didn't really advertise it that much, because I have not tested it, and I don't like to release files until I do. I just ran out of time. I don't know how I would do that without the score lines. I honestly don't, because I don't think I would have gotten it. Okay, so once you have those, you're going to take 2 of the white triangles, or whatever color you chose. Yours may not be white, whatever color you choose to put in there. And you're going to put one in here, creating a point. If any of you quilt, you know how to do this. You know which way it goes. And then you're going to put in another one in this position. And see, I'm already off. I don't know why. Maybe. Oh, not off. I'm just, well, I'm off, but not much. I'm going to live with it. It's a quilt, right? Then, let me get my pieces here. Is that a white one? Yep. Then we're going to go and do that on all 4 sides. I am a messy gluer, but I've got the cap off of that too. Yeah, Karen, it's very popular, and I just put that on there wrong. Ah, you guys let me put that on there wrong. Glad it wasn't dry. Okay, there we go. And then this one goes this way. Do as I say, not as I do. That one lined up a little better. And then, trying to separate these. I tore one of my squares, I know. I don't know how I did that. Probably taking it off my sticky green mat that I was using. I am still trying to go the wrong way here. Which way? There we go. Does anybody have any design space questions or have any project questions, any issues with projects other than vinyl on hot mess canvases? Because we're all fighting that one. Okay, and then you're going to end up with something similar to this. Okay? Doesn't really matter which way the card is going at this point. Let's see. The object is for it to meet like it is one piece. So kind of, well, like a quilt, you know, because we're gluing instead of stitching, and we're gluing them down. And that's the difference. And then you're going to start with your, I'm saying my darkest color here, and you're going to piece that one in. And then opposite of that, you're going to go lighter. And this will set the tone for the rest of doing this. I'm just piecing those in there. So I've got light, dark. The next one will be light. Once you get that first one on, it goes pretty quickly. And I just used 2 patterns here, so I'm just calling this my dark one, but it's actually just another pattern. All the teeny tiny little pieces of scrap paper you have, you can cut this on a trimmer, guys. You're just going to cut 1 1/4 inch squares and cut them in half diagonally at a 45 for this pattern. If you're using a different quilting pattern, then of course you'll have to adjust for whatever that is. But the squares, like I said, I worked it out to come out to 16 1 1/4 inch squares. I'm a little off there. I hope it doesn't matter. We'll fix it if it does somehow. And then you're going to end up with a square in the center. Then all you're going to do at this point is you're going to match now instead of every other one and create you're just going to put it down opposite. It's the same pattern as the one that I'm sticking it to. I'm just laying it down opposite of what I have it. So this one is just like this one, if that helps. And then I'm going to put that one in the center since I tore the corner on it. That goes this way. You're just creating another square in the center. I get twisted around looking at it. And I probably should have picked 2 more contrasting colors, but I didn't. See, I'm doing it the same as the white piece. Whatever direction that white piece is beside it is the way you want to put it down. It's pretty quick, actually, this card is. Will that one go that way? It will. See, I tore the corner off of that one. I guess pulling it off my mat, or when I embossed it. Embossing might have done it because the paper was thin. But since we have a medallion going in the middle, it won't matter. And that kind of wraps that up. I think I have glue all over my fingers. My cards are sticking to it. How cute is that? That's all there is to it, guys. Let's see if I can turn that exposure down a little bit. Maybe that will help you guys see the colors a little bit differently. Pretty easy. I could have lined that up just a little bit better. I may take my white gel pen and just run a line down through there. Or either do some Nuvo Drops white stitching, maybe some dots to look like stitching through there. Oh, thanks, Sue. Yeah, I mean, if I can salvage a piece, I'm going to salvage it. You know, nobody is ever going to know except the guys watching this video that I had a torn piece on there, that the corner was missing. Hey, baby. And I plan to do, let me get the barn card out of the way. Then I have like 2 more cards that I have in the works that I want to get out of the way. And then I will do some more different patterns for you guys. And I will mix them up, put some in the design file, some in the exclusive files. So that you guys will have some different patterns to play with on those. Hey, Patricia. Hey, Pamela. Catherine. Several people came in. Yay. So does anybody have any other questions on any projects tonight? Everybody understood about the box and how that went together? If not, you know, it's super easy. Just message me and I'll take photos and show you step by step how they go. Okay, so we're going to play Winner Winner Chicken Dinner. And I did use the blue pen on this one too, guys. This is the Geode. And I think that's what I put in the file as well for the color. It is. And it turned out perfectly. And this, it's a Cricut white cardstock. And then I used, again, the blue pieces out of the Blue Barn cardstock, 4x6, 4.5 by 6.5 page. Got everything out of there and still had plenty to spare. So, got those. And then this dark blue is from Hobby Lobby as well, because I knew that my Cricut was too dark for it. It's too purpley for that other blue. Where are you at, baby? Sheila, the barn door is up. It is right here. It is in I'm going to just replace that one. May take a second to load because I've had my browser open. And it is in the exclusives tab, I believe. But it is up and ready to go. And this wreath, it might be really small, so guys, check the size on that. You may want to flatten it and print and cut it, and then do some glitter or Nuvo drops on it to bring it up. That's what I plan to do. But it is in there, Sheila. Let me double check. I believe it's in the exclusives tab. Yes, number 1 in the exclusives tab. You're in Raleigh? Yeah, my husband's in, he's on the Illinois-Wisconsin line. I forgot the name of the town. And my sister is in Greenwood, South Carolina. But we're not really doing anything here in Georgia. Not yet. I hope it turns. I hope it doesn't hit anybody. I hate to see anybody lose their home or their belongings or loved ones or anything. Yeah, praying too, Kathy. Let's hope that nothing happens. All right, so let's go ahead. And I'm going to throw in the monkey too for monkeying around this week. Donna, the exclusive tab. These are my Patreon files. I release all of my public files into the Cricut community. Files that are for my Patreons only, Patreon supporters, are here on my website. So once you sign up for Patreon, if you subscribe monthly for under $5, then you get access to the design files here. Okay? And there are just tons of them. There are tons of files in there. And if you're a $5 or more subscriber, you get the design files and the exclusive files, and they're on my site as well. And then if you're 10 or above, you get some gold and platinum levels. There's going to be more added to it. We just started this level, and so it's new. It's just born this month, and we're working on it. And guys, if you will look when you're watching my videos and on the lives too, you may see an information eye in the top right-hand corner if you're on a desktop. I don't know if that's where it will be if you're on a mobile device. But you can click on that and answer a poll. And Kathy will be able to tell you that she inspired me to do the Jingle Bells umbrella. So at the beginning of that video, I did a splash screen giving her credit for the inspiration of making that project. She just wanted to know if iron-on could be put on an umbrella, so she got credit for the inspiration of that project. And if you are a Patreon member, you will get that if you answer that poll and I do something with your suggestion. And you may also, if you're not a Patreon supporter, you may also see a splash where you can click on that and support me on Patreon. And in the bottom right corner, you see the Crafting with April in the little white square. You can click on that and subscribe. Don't forget to give thumbs up on the videos too. Okay, well, I've mixed these up and you guys can see that I can't see in there. So I'm just going to pull out a number, and I'm closing my eyes anyway just because. Number 24. And let's go over and see who number 24 is. If I can get my mouse to work. There we go. Number 24, Ivy. Ivy, are you still here? You have to be present to win. I do too, Kathy. It just turned out so stinking cute. I know it sounds crazy, but I want it to rain during the holidays so that I can use it. But I have another umbrella that I can use till then. I may do one up for Thanksgiving. I loved it so much. Yay, Ivy. So, Ivy, did you want the Bow Bunny stamps or the tag embossing folders? You've never won anything before. Well, congratulations. I'm so happy that we could make it your first win. And you can just tell me which one you want. And then if you are not a Patreon supporter, I'll need you to message me your address and shipping information along with a phone number. And, well, actually, no, I take that back. I forgot we had to change that. I'll show you exactly what you need to do. But you can tell me which one of these that you want, and I will get those to you. And I'm going to switch over to the new design space because I want to go at the Bow Bunny. Okay, I want to go over, if you are ever a winner, this is the new system, guys, because I closed my store, and so I have to basically, this is what I have to do in order for you guys to claim a prize for my tax purposes and things like that to cover my shipping. So this is what you're going to do if you ever win a prize. And let me just show you, and I'm going to put Ivy's name in here so that I don't forget it. And save. Okay, you're going to come over to my site, and you're going to come right here, claim my win. So Ivy, this is what you're going to do. I am going to message you a code. You're going to need that code. It's a one-time use code. And then you're going to come in here and you're going to select, in your case, winner, winner, chicken dinner, because you're the winner, winner, chicken dinner. And then once you've selected this, you're just going to leave that at 1 and you're going to add it to your cart and you're going to click checkout. And don't freak out. You're going to probably see, if you miss this step, you're going to see that you have to pay $25. You don't have to pay. But right here, the code that I give you, you're going to click on that and you're going to insert this code, hit apply, and then check out. And you should still have a 0 balance. If you see a $25 balance in here, you'll need to come back and put the code in this step. It is a one-time use. Once you check out, it'll notify me and then I can print your postage and send you your prize. Like, Bonnie, we fixed it. Wasn't a big deal, Bonnie. Wasn't a big deal at all. And you can add 10 of them to your cart. It just makes me have to add more in there, but you still only get 1. So if you can, once I give you the code, Ivy, come over here and take those steps so that I can get it for you. And all of my Patreons, if you're watching, you'll do the same thing. If you win Patreon Happy Mail or anything, you'll just select this one instead of the winner, winner, chicken dinner. And I do have instructions here and step-by-steps at the bottom, in case you forget. Okay? Does anybody have any other questions? Anything they need me to help with? Anything they need me to answer? If you have suggestions, take that poll or leave a comment below. I'll get the comments. I don't get YouTube comments as quickly as I get other things, but I will get it. And I try to respond to everybody that leaves a comment on YouTube. So if I ever miss it and it's something that needs attention, please let me know. I want to thank everybody for joining me. Thank you to my Patreons. Couldn't do this without you. Thank you to all of my moderators. I definitely couldn't do it without you guys. I appreciate your help to the fullest. Again, congratulations to Jamie on a new grandbaby, and to Catherine. She's got a grandbaby coming too. Thank you, Bonnie, for helping me test. Thank you, Sue, for catching all of my missed messages. Kathy, it is in the exclusives tab. Number 1. Thank you, Sheila. Thank you, everybody. I greatly, greatly appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you to all of you, even if you're not a Patreon supporter, for supporting your community and coming out and watching on YouTube. Thank you, too. Thanks to Rhonda Morales. I want to thank you, special Patreon contributor. Thank you so much. You guys have a wonderful week. I will be putting out some projects. I will be putting out some tutorial videos that are not live this week, the barn card being one of them, and the tumbler box. That's coming too. And I will see you guys on Monday for the next live.